Hey everybody, Mark here, and today we are going to talk about and show how to build this new penny fidget spinner. It has 12 pennies in it, and it is a great alternative to the steel ball bearing spinners because it weighs about the same, and it gives you this really cool copper sheen to it. So compare this to the steel ball bearings, pretty cool, right? And in the sunlight, this one really shines. You can see right here in normal conditions. Man, look at that shine from the penny spinner. So let's begin and show you how to build this. So first thing is go and download this file. I'll have a link down below to download this file. This is a alternative design to the tri-spinner that you can find online, about the same size. But it's a little bit different. The bottom pockets, you can see that's actually a solid bottom on it. That's going to help when you glue the pennies in place. But about the same size, you can see right there. So they're about the same size. So if you already have this tri-spinner, this is a great alternative, and it's same size and right about the same weight as this ball bearing spinner, if you can believe that. So the first thing that you got to do is download the file and print it. And the next thing is find 12 pennies that are about the same weight. This first one I built, you can see right here, it jiggles a little bit. You see that? It actually shakes because these are not perfectly weighted. That's very important, especially with these spinners. So I went and picked up a nice little digital scale right here. I'll put a link down below. This one I have. I really like it. I've had it for a couple days now, and it weighs, I think, up to 500 grams or about a pound. So it's perfect for this this application. But I just want to show that pennies don't all weigh the same. This one's 2.54, 2.52, and depending on the penny that you choose, these are all about the same because I weighed them beforehand. But some pennies weigh up to almost 3 grams, and if you have a difference in weights, it can cause, again, your bearing to shake, and that's not good. So let me show you how I go and assemble this fidget spinner. First thing I do is I weigh out. Let's look at this. First thing I do is I weigh the pennies, but then I also make sure that all 4 of them stacked up are about the same weight. This is 10 grams, and this one's 10 on the dot, and this one is 10.03. So they're all pretty close. So first thing is to weigh your pennies, make sure they're about the same weight. And then I will go and get some super glue just like this. And I'll get some super glue and I'll put it down in the bottom. Let's see if I can do this. But put it down in the bottom of this. And a little goes a long way, guys. Don't overdo your glue. And I will unstack my pennies. There we go. And put the first one in. There you go. And then I'll get some more glue and I'll put it right on top of the face. And I try to get on the edges a little bit. And again, a little goes a long way. You don't need a lot of glue. I'll put the second one in, going down to the third one. There we go. And then the fourth one goes in. Now, depending on how you want your fidget spinner to look, I try to find a really shiny top penny to put in. And all you have to do is put some glue down. And again, a little goes a long way. And I will put that in place. And I like Lincoln to look out, so I will turn him outwards. There we go. And I like to get a clamp, and I'll clamp this down. Let's do it actually the other way. I'll clamp this side down and let it sit. Now, if you can see, I don't really have any glue that is coming around the edges. There's actually a little bit right here. I guess there is a little bit. But again, a little bit of glue goes a long way. I'll get a little brush and try to wipe out the glue. And now just repeat it on the other 3 sides. on the final set of pennies into the fidget spinner. And you might be asking a question, why did I put these big clamps on the pennies to squeeze them down? And I noticed when I built this one, some of the penny edges were raised. I didn't clamp them down. I think that added to the instability a little bit of this fidget spinner. So this time I am clamping them down, and hopefully that will also, if there's any extra glue, I can wipe it away, and they'll have about the same weights on the spinner, so they're not unbalanced. Now, if you're impatient just like I am, I like to use this stuff that's called Zip Kicker. It's by Zip, and it is awesome. It is a CA accelerator, CA super glue accelerator, and it is a great buy. I'll leave a link down below, and maybe a video of somebody else, another professional using this. And this is some great stuff. Go buy it if you use super glue at all. I've had this bottle, this 2-ounce bottle, for probably about 6 months, and I've went through at least probably 20 ounces of super glue with this one bottle. Little goes a long way, but while the glue is still liquid, all you gotta do is spray a little bit of this accelerant on them, and that's it. And now the super glue is rock solid, and it won't get on your fingers, and you can take these clamps right off. So here we go. Take these clamps off. There's 1, 2, and the last clamp. There we go. Now, if you did use the accelerant, it will evaporate off, but you can just wipe it off just like this. So let's see this spin. And that is just beautiful. You look how smooth that spin is. And if we can shine it in the light, wow, it just sparkles while it spins. And it's super, super cool. I mean, it's a great alternative to the steel one. And here we go. Here's the steel ball bearings. And it just really, and especially in the sunlight, it just jumps. Now you might ask the question, what does it weigh? So let's bring the scale back out. And the steel ball bearing weighs 51.28 grams. And this one is 50.06. So about, 4% lighter. But it's also a lot cheaper. So these steel ball bearings are 25 cents, and this is just 4 cents. So it is a lower cost, but they are about the same size. Like I said, this is a great alternative if you're going to be building, making different types of fidget spinners. So guys, if there's any different types of change that you want to see in a fidget spinner, please provide a comment down below, and maybe the size of it. If there's international change that you want to make a spinner out of, I can modify this model pretty quickly to make an alternative. So guys, if you like this video, subscribe, leave comments, give me a thumbs up. I'm always looking to my viewers for new ideas. And like always, happy printing and spin on.